Greetings. I wanted to take a few minutes to share something with all of you. My Patreons, my friends of Aletheia Game Studio Facebook page, and Aletheia Game Studio parents and students, and anybody else who may be watching this. If you do not know, Aletheia Game Studios has been around for about a little more than 3 years. And in that time, we've produced a handful of small games, taught over 100 students in our various camps and classes, and have started producing very, very good quality and a few Godot tutorials. Because of this mix of seemingly unrelated things that Aletheia does, the Facebook page and the Patreon account and the YouTube channel has had this odd mix of things combined, which in the end makes the things we do seem less focused. I've been wanting to separate these things for quite a while, but I wasn't sure the best way to do this, and I really didn't have a strong reason to do it. And because of that, there's been less video and less content produced. Well, the impetus for this to happen has occurred, and that's what I want to talk about today. Starting in mid-April, after this current semester of classes, Aletheia Game Studios will no longer have in-house or in-studio classes or camps for kids and teenagers. Parents and students, I don't want you to be concerned though. I, Clint Fleetwood, as an independent contractor, will be teaching the exact same digital art, digital animation, 3D printing, game design, team game design, and even my Minecraft camps and Minecraft classes and my other camps and classes. We're all going to be taught at and through the local art center in Colquitt County. So the changes to students won't be that drastic. It'll be mostly in a location change and how to pay for classes. One of the good things is students will now be eligible for need-based scholarships on a case-by-case scenario. Secondly, because of the Art Center's model, and I'm going to be following the Art Center's model for payments and teaching classes, they will no longer be pay what you want. But I am going to lower their cost a bit from the recommended amount that we've been posting before of $65 a month. We're going to lower that cost a bit, and that'll be announced later. Also, starting in May, Patreon will no longer be a valid way to pay for classes. All payments for classes will be handled by the Art Center. That leads to my next change. Because Patreon was being used mostly for a way for parents to pay for classes, which was never my original intent, I feel like I've let my Patreons down who are not parents of the classes. So for that, I'm very sorry. And please accept my apology, and please forgive me. But also, I'm now recommitting to refocusing on delivering content monthly via tutorials, videos, code samples, and small games where my Patreons will be mentioned in the credits. My Patreon goals and levels and targets and reward will soon reflect these changes, and very soon I'm going to be announcing a new small game project that should be about a 3-month project that my Patreons are going to be given credit for helping. So stick with me, and I really appreciate it, and more stuff's coming around the corner very soon. So finally, because of these changes, I'll be separating my YouTube channel and Facebook page into 2 different channels and pages. The current Aletheia Game Studio channel, which you'll be viewing this on right now, will no longer have student work or content. It's going to be directed more towards a internet global, people that would want to see tutorials and other game content. Not just direct. It will have a lot less local things that my teaching class page will have. This will be good. It'll help me focus my tutorials. I'll have a better place to put students' work and projects that I like to show off. And it'll actually be where I post most of my stuff through Patreon as well. So the Aletheia page, if you're a subscriber for tutorials or other things, just stay where you are. Nothing's going to change for you. It's just going to have more focused content on tutorials. For my students, though, what we're going to do is I'm going to create a new page, a new channel, and it's going to be called Clint Fleetwood Game Design Teacher Channel. And this will be linked through the Art Center, and it will be it'll have local content, things about happening locally, with art, with game design, with digital stuff, with tinkering things. And it's going to be more focused for my community and not the internet abroad. Of course, anyone can come look at it. I'm not going to restrict it to that, but they'll be focused on things around my area and for my students and teachers and other people that would be interested in that. So those are some changes. I think they're going to be really good. I think every person who's interested in anything that we do will benefit from this. So just stay tuned. The transition will take a couple of months, so you might still see some pictures of what kids make every now and then on the Facebook page. And I'll be linking to my new page very shortly once that's made. So again, thank you. I appreciate you all so much. I've had great words of encouragement from people that love my tutorials, from my Patreon friends, and from my parents and students that I work with. And it's been great. We're going to continue, and it's just going to move forward, and it's going to be a lot even better than it has been. So thank you, thank you, thank you.